What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to our 2021 NBA Draft Player Breakdown Series. Today we're going to be talking about a player who really helped himself improve their draft stock throughout the year. He probably secured himself a spot in this year's lottery. He's a national champion. He played for Baylor. His name is Davion Mitchell, so let's get into the video. So Davion Mitchell was really the player that made Baylor go this past year. He was their point guard. You know, the offense ran through him. He was the playmaker, made plays for others, and was really able to showcase a number of strengths that really led up to him being a surefire, probably lottery pick in this year's draft. Now, he has a number of strengths. Probably his biggest strength is kind of his quickness and just tenacious way that he plays on both ends of the floor. On the offensive side of the ball, he's really able to use a quick first step, an elite first step that is, to blow by really any defender, get into the paint, really force the defense to collapse, and he's very good at finding open shooters, kicking it out, forcing closeouts, and just putting the defense in a bad spot overall. On the defensive side of the ball, he's really able to use this quickness to cause problems for other teams' ball handlers and point guards, picking them up, full court if needed, jumping passing lanes, getting hands on balls. Just like I said, being a tenacious defender, someone you don't want to play against. And so I think that's really one of his biggest strengths coming into the NBA. Like I said, he's also a great passer. At Baylor his last year, he averaged 5.5 assists a game. And that Baylor team really, went as he went. He was a true facilitator, knew when to get guys involved, knew how to get into the paint, kick it out, find shooters. And like I said, just ran that offense to a T, did what they needed to do. And then he really improved as a scorer in his final year at Baylor. He shot 50% from the floor overall, which is great for kind of a smaller guard like he is. He was able to shoot 44% from three. And so that's really where he took a huge jump in his game, able to improve that three-point shot and became really a three-level scorer who was also able to get into the paint and find shooters or score at the rim. And so he became a really complete offensive player. And like I said, he's got that defensive ability, someone you don't want to play against type mentality. And so really is a complete player coming out of college. Now, Davion does have some weaknesses, some things that scouts are probably a little concerned on. One of them being he is an older player. He's 22 years old. And so scouts are obviously going to question the upside. How good can he get? Is he really just, a complete player now and he doesn't have much more room to get better? I mean, he is only 22. I do think he can get better. He's got things to work on. But, scouts obviously with, a 4-year college player, that's always going to be a question in their minds. Another thing that may be concerning scouts or GMs of teams is the fact that he only shot 66% from the free throw line. Obviously, he shot a great percentage from three at 44%, but, they obviously correlate sometimes free throw percentage to three-point percentage. And, if you have a low free throw percentage, sometimes that raises concerns about how will that three-point shot translate from the college level to the NBA level. And so obviously that's happening with Davion. We'll have to see if he's able to extend that range to the NBA line. I think he's capable of it. He's got a good looking shot, but like I said, that's something that's going to be in question. And then just overall, another thing that he's going to have to work on or kind of correct when he gets to the league is, the size. He's not the biggest at only 6'2". He plays, like I said, super hard, so I don't know how much of a weakness that's going to be, but, obviously he's on the smaller side. He gets compared a little bit to like Ty Lawson, some of those smaller guards, and so how will that translate to the NBA level? We don't know for sure. We'll have to see. So overall, I think Davion is a really good prospect. I think he's that type of player that enters the draft that people will know is going to be a good player in the NBA. He's going to be able to stick around for a long time. People question, coming into the draft, how good can he get? He's a 4-year player. He doesn't have much, room to grow. He's kind of already at his potential. And I think that's kind of wrong with Davion. I think he has maybe not, superstar potential, but I think he's got some all-star potential in him, and I think he could be a really sneaky good pick at the end of the lottery. I think whatever team's going to get him is getting a good player who I still think, like I said, has the potential to potentially be an all-star. So I think he'll be a really good pick at the end of the lottery. I think you'll get a lot of value out of him, and I think you get a player who not only can, possibly be an all-star someday, but can contribute to a team right away. And so I think really good value with the pick. I think he's got a bright future in the NBA. I can't wait to see, how his career develops. So leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know where you think he's going to get drafted. Where would you draft him, and kind of how good do you think he'll be? So like I said, make sure you leave those thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys later.